This is part 4 or 5. I'm going to call it part 5. I may have skipped one. Of the video tour of 66 Peregrine Drive in Boise, Idaho. And I'm standing on the lawn in front of the fire pit looking towards the back of the house. So you can see the steps going up to the lower deck, and then there are steps going up to the upper deck from there and then to the house. And I showed you a lot of this in the last video. It's very, very private in this part of the yard. You don't see any other neighbors. You don't hear anything but the crickets and the wind rustling through the trees. It's very peaceful and beautiful. I am going to continue walking around the house to the front of the house, and then I'm going to go inside. And I'm on lawn here. It's bordered by river rock with some shrubs and the rail fence, the wood rail fence. And from this part of the property on the edge of the lawn, you can see the neighbors in the distance. Those steps would take me back up to the upper deck that's right next to the house, but I am not going to go that way. I'm going to continue around this side of the house. You can see that they have river rock. That seems to be a common theme on the walkways and on the house. I wonder if they got the rocks from this property. There's probably a lot of rocks in the soil. That's their air conditioning compressor, and they've got a couple of satellite dishes. One of them is DirecTV and the other one is Wild Blue, which is the internet service, and it is a satellite-based service that the seller told me about. And I'm looking up the hill. I'm coming on into the front yard now. That's the front porch. There's my car, there's the shop where we started. This is the front yard. They have kind of a retaining wall of rock. It's very loose. And then some landscaping, and then they have lawn. And then more shrubs. Very private. You can see the houses up the hill, but they're not too close. They don't feel like they're right on top of you. And there's the front door. I'm going to go in that in a minute. I want to walk along this porch. And this is part of that breezeway that we saw from the backyard. I'm assuming this is a detached garage. And we will go in there. Maybe we'll go in there right now. Might as well save the house for last. Usually I do the house first, but it didn't work out this time. Okay, so here's the garage. It's a 2-car garage, extra deep. It has lots of cupboards. And it looks like space for... they've got some 220 outlets, two 220 outlets back there in the corner. For equipment, I guess. Some windows and countertop workbench type surfaces. Lots of storage space. This is looking out towards that parking area. There's my car. There's the shop and the mother-in-law suite. The barn is around that lattice work towards the left. This window looks straight out on that back patio that had the lattice surrounding it, and there's the propane tank. And that's the back deck. So they have two doors. I'll open this one and see where it goes. Okay, it goes out onto the breezeway. So they have two doors very close to each other. That's the one we went in, and this is the one we just came out of. Not very far away from each other. And this is that back patio. I'll go back the way I came so I can close the doors. And there's a door, I assume, into the house, but I'm actually going to go in through the front. So I'm going to come back into this covered porch. But let me back up so I can show you how the front looks from the gravel parking area. The driveway itself is concrete, kind of a stamped concrete, a decorative pattern on it. And it kind of goes in sort of a circular, semicircular pattern into the garage. And there's that covered porch that leads to the front door. Okay, so now we'll go inside the house. There's side lights on either side of the front door. And I know you've seen a lot of this already in the virtual tour, so I'll go through this part of the house quickly. First thing you see when you walk into the entryway is the stairway going up the stairs, and then there's kind of a hallway to the right of that. To my right is the laundry, and it's kind of a hallway, so it goes through. You see the door on the other side, and then beyond that a door that leads to that breezeway, and then over, that's how you get to the garage. So here's a utility sink, counter area, looks like knotty alder cabinetry. This is a vinyl floor. And there's your washer and dryer hookups. More cabinets and countertop. Got a window here. Looks out into the front yard, lawn and shrubs, and then up the hill. Once again, from this angle, you really don't see any other houses. It's well designed for privacy when you're at the house. Even though when you drive through the neighborhood, you do see other houses. So it's, you know, it's not like you're out all alone in this area, but when you're at the house, it seems like you are alone. You have a lot of privacy. Okay, so going back through the entry, if I turn to the left, I'm gonna walk into the eating area, and then there are doors on either side, which I'm gonna open up. This is a walk-in pantry. And on the other side is a closet. Another pantry, actually, another walk-in pantry. And it's partly under the stairs, so it's got a sloped ceiling. And this is the eating area off the kitchen. Beautiful knotty something flooring wide plank wood flooring. I'm not sure what kind of wood that is, but it is beautiful. Countertops are a laminate. Backsplash looks like it's slate. Goes up about 6 inches. Sink is a porcelain double sink. There's the dishwasher. It's a KitchenAid. There's the refrigerator compartment. Stove, which has a glass top. It's a Spectra. It's an electric stove. And then a Whirlpool microwave. And this is very open. It's a great room. Looks out into the living room area. To the right is the wood stove, which you've seen in the virtual tour, and then this is the wall of windows that looks out over what is a spectacular view. This house is well placed for the view here. It is private, it is picturesque, it's beautiful. This is a Berber carpet. Has a peaked ceiling with beams. They're very rustic looking. And then it has some under the stair storage. Oh, they've even got a rod to hang clothes up. Good use of space. Okay, I'm going to stop this part of the video here, and I think I'm just going to stop counting because I can't remember what I'm on. If it's 6 or 7 now. So I will resume and show you the bedrooms and the loft of the house in the next segment.